Hello and welcome back to Simple Money Podcast, Canada's own personal finance podcast that presents personal finance issues in short and informative episodes. I'm your host, Matthew Sewick, also known as the Friendly Financial Coach. So first of all, thank you so much for being patient for this episode. I just completed writing my Certified Financial Planning exam, which is an intense 6-hour exam that essentially consumed my life for the last few months. Good news is that it's over and I'm back. In the future, you can expect some exciting new content that includes looking at current events that are affecting the personal finances of Canadians across the country. Today, we're going to be covering one of those recent changes and one that's just in time for any summer travel plans. New rights for all Canadian airline passengers. Beginning in just under a month on July 15th, 2019, new rules are being put in place to protect the rights of airline passengers that are flying within, from, and to Canada. These updated rights have new rules and compensation attached to them in situations that have passengers bumped from their flights due to overbooking, have lost or damaged baggage, or are waiting on the tarmac for extended periods of time. These new regulations will hopefully help provide an increased level of service and offer protection to those that are affected. These new rules offer compensation for situations when an airline is at fault, but not when it's due to safety or other delays outside of the airline's controls. Issues such as overbooking, regular maintenance, flight cancellations, tarmac delays, and denial of boardings are all covered. On the other hand, issues that arise out of mechanical concerns, weather, political situations, and more are not covered. So digging into the rules a little bit deeper, the specific new regulations revolve around 4 key elements. First off, passengers that are denied boarding on a plane due to overbooking will be compensated. This upfront amount is based on how long they are delayed from reaching their final destination. Airlines are also required to rebook the affected passengers on another flight. The minimum compensation amounts are $900 for delays under 6 hours, $1,800 for delays of between 6 and 9 hours, and up to $2,400 for delays over 9 hours. The next rule is if airlines lose or damage your luggage. You are now able to receive up to $2,100 in these situations. New procedures are also required to be drafted for transporting musical instruments and other delicate objects. The third new rule is for passengers that have already boarded their plane and are delayed on the tarmac. If delays are over 3 hours, then the airline needs to let the passengers off the plane unless they expect to leave within 45 minutes. During this wait, the plane must also be properly ventilated, have working bathrooms, and give access to food and drinks. Finally, information about delays, cancellations, denials of boarding, and lost baggage must be readily provided with updates available about flight statuses every 30 minutes. Another set of rules will be put in place just before the holidays on December 15th, 2019. These new rules will protect and offer compensation to passengers that have flight delays. It will also include rules that force airlines to allow children to travel with their parents. That's it for today, but next week we'll be covering a bunch of different issues, including Alberta dropping minimum wage for students, how seniors have been driving credit delinquencies, and some other big changes. Thank you so much for listening to Simple Money. Also, if you've been enjoying this podcast, please consider giving this podcast a review and sharing with your friends. And if you have any questions or would like to have any issues presented in a future episode, you can send me an email at info@ffcoach.ca, or you can find me on Twitter at @F_F coach. Take care and talk to you soon.